Bea Farber spends most of her time in Chicago at Sportsman's Park, but recently she has been touring North America. Her first visit to the Maritime started here at Fredericton Raceway. Many in the crowd of more than 9,000 were Farber fans, wearing "I'm for a Bea" buttons. She was given a royal welcome early in the evening as the world's #1 female driver toured the track first by car and then in 8 out of 10 races on the September 4th card. Farber's harness racing success story begins 17 years ago.
I bought a riding horse for my niece, and it was a standard bred. And I ran into some people that had harness horses, and they said, well, why don't you see if you can't get him to the races? And so they trained him for me, and I couldn't afford an outside trainer on a secretary's salary. Pretty soon I started training him. One horse led to another. Now I think I've got 80 in my stable.
She won that first race in Bay City, Michigan. It was only the first of more than 1,500 or so wins. Since that lucky day in 1970, she's learned many tricks of the trade, but she admires the enthusiasm of the new generation of drivers.
So I don't have that something that you have when you're starting out and you're very young. Let's face it, I'm getting older. But, and I see it in the kids, that eagerness to win, that driving, I'll get out and push sort of a feeling that a young person has. And we make up for it with the experience, but they have it for that tremendous drive that they give to a horse.
Bea says even since her beginning days in harness racing, being a woman in a man's harness racing world was not a problem.
I did have probably my first half a dozen races. I would say that maybe I was being watched, but no more than every new driver is watched. Maybe the little track where I started, Jackson, Michigan, and then that same year I went to Edmonton and Calgary, and I wasn't treated like a woman driver. Right off the bat, I started doing good, and I was respected right away.
And she was respected right away by Fredericton fans on the night of September 4th, driving local horses in 8 of 10 races. She came in 3rd in the second race, riding #1, Brighton Willie. Race 3 was one of her best with #4, Yankee Sealster. She took the lead start to finish. In the 5th dash, she placed only 5th with #5, Brighton Toot. Billy's Flirt did a little better, taking Farber to position 4 in the 6th race of the evening. In race 7, driving P.H. Allen, Bea was in 1st place at the halfway mark, but slipped back quickly, ending in 4th. It was 4th place once more for Bea in the 8th race, this time with Colin Sealster, horse #6. Through most of race 9, it looked as though the poor placing streak of the world's best female driver would continue, with horse 5, Remshag Amanda. But in the last few seconds, Farber pulled through. He picked up race 9 as they come on the home stretch.
For the whites, Remshag Amanda, Precious Windy, and here they are.
Harmony Greenwood in the 10th race ran Bea Farber into 5th position in a 7-horse race. It was the end of a busy schedule for any driver, but after thousands upon thousands of run around the track since 1970, Bea Farber is now thinking of slowing down and making way for the new generation of drivers.
I really think I just want to more or less gear down, do some good training on some nice horses, and I don't know, I was just saying today, I would really like to be able to take time, go around the country with about 6 horses, and just more or less vacation as I race.
In Fredericton, this is Andy LeBlanc at the track.